The guaranteed minimum pension is the minimum pension which a United Kingdom occupational pension scheme has to provide for those employees who were contracted out of the state earnings-related pension scheme between April 6, 1978 and April 5, 1997. The amount is said to be broadly equivalent to the amount the member would have received had they not been contracted out. Originally, when the GMP became payable at state pension age, the cost of living increases associated with this element of a member's pension were paid by the state with the individual's state pension. With regard to any GMP accrued from April 6, 1988, the occupational pension scheme is required to pay increases in line with the consumer price index up to a maximum of 3%. The change in rules led to a distinction between pre-1988 GMP and post-1988 GMP. The system therefore became increasingly complex and can be illustrated with an example. Mr. Jones was a member of his occupational pension scheme between 1980 and 1995 and was entitled to a pension of £500 per month on his retirement. Because he was contracted out of SERPS, the government advised that he was entitled to a GMP of £110 per month, including £50 post-1988 GMP. The non-GMP element of his pension €, in this case £390 per month. The euro is usually known as the excess, and his payment advice would give a breakdown as follows. The complexity arises because different increases are applied to the various elements of the pension. Supposing the scheme rules allow for annual increases of 3% and the retail prices index increases by 4.5%. The scheme would pay an additional £11.70 in respect of the excess pension, but nothing on the pre-1988 GMP. They would be liable to pay 3% of the post-1988 GMP, in this case £1.50 per month. The individual is, however, entitled to an increase of 4.5% on his total guaranteed minimum pension, which amounts to £4.95. Therefore, an additional amount of £3.45 would be paid by his employer, in addition to his state pension. With effect from April 6, 1997, guaranteed minimum pensions no longer accrued and the system was replaced by the reference scheme test. However, schemes were still liable to pay GMP for those members who had accrued it between 1978 and 1997. Additionally, some contracted-out schemes whose pensions may have been based only on basic pay may have a GMP for 1978 to 1997 that is actually higher than the company pension for that period. In this case, the company must pay the higher of company pension or GMP for 1978-97 plus any scheme pension accumulated after that date. According to Steve Webb said in a statement to Parliament on January 6, 2014 that GMP increases are not paid by the Department of Work and Pensions. Because of this denial, the subject of GMP increases has not been discussed in Parliament. Every pension scheme booklet for final salary schemes that are contracted out mention that the state is responsible for paying all or part of a person's GMP increases, as do many government websites, including their booklet A Guide to State Pensions dated April 2004, pages 51 and 52. See the 3 articles. Losers Who Never Knew, What is a GMP by Barnett Waddingham, paragraph ending of defined benefit contracting out. And DWP's Orwellian pension move is rather sinister about loss of GMP increases for people reaching state pension age under the new single-tier pension on and after April 6, 2016. The change to GMP increases under single-tier pension is being introduced by stealth, and the DWP has not mentioned it in any documentation about single-tier pension. Potential loss of GMP increases for a woman can be up to about £23,000 and man £17,000. References. External links: Pension Schemes Act 1993, House of Commons Library, Guaranteed Minimum Pension €, Annual Increases, Occupational Pension Schemes Regulations 2009, The Pensions Advisory Service, Final Salary Schemes, Revaluation, http www.theworkforall.com. It equals 2014-01-06 C 181,793 H. Collections Europe Archive Org 20050301192907 PDF NP46 Retirement APR04 PDF http Collections Europe Archive Org 20050301192907 PDF NP46 Retirement APR04 PDF http www.independent.co.uk Pensions Losers Who Never Knew in the Switch to Single-T Pensions 9052425 HTML http www.barnett-waddingham.co.uk Blog 08 What is a GMP/http www.advisor.com 06 Opinions Wes Orwellian Pensions Move is Rather Sinister OBV 42U7B90VBZ4QFN49RYJ Article OHTML